Hello, Taurus. Welcome back to Leaping Lotus Tarot. If you're new here, my name is Addison. I so appreciate you guys sharing your beautiful, unique soul frequency with me on this channel. I am super stoked because I have 2 new Oracle decks and a new tarot deck. I splurged a little bit today, so I'm going ahead and I'm shuffling the new. It's a Jane Austen themed tarot deck. Oh, and it's so pretty. Like the texture of the cards is actually like... Oh, I love getting new decks. It's so much fun. So I can't wait to do this reading for you, Taurus. If you're not a Taurus and you're listening for a Taurus, all the same, right? Just a little disclaimer, please make sure you only take the messages that resonate for you, leave what doesn't. Masculine and feminine energies are interchangeable, right? So if a feminine energy is not resonating with you and it's a masculine, or however it aligns with your story is how it's meant to be received by you, okay? Let's go ahead and jump right in to this Jane Austen Tarot. And we'll see what I feel called to do as far as like what Oracle deck I use. But okay, what do we need for Taurus? What needs to come through here? Okay, we got one. Oh, and we got one that flipped over here too. So we have the Hanged Man reversed. Interesting. So we've got a feminine depiction here of a hanged man, and she's sitting there reading a book, and she's got 2 cats at her feet. I'm going to show it to you upright. So this is somebody kind of taking their time, it feels like. In this particular upright imagery, this is a woman, feminine energy, taking their time, being okay with themselves, reading a book, spending time with their animals. It kind of gives me sort of like almost like a farmy sort of vibe. She's got flowers here on this table. And it's interesting too, she's got her hand on her chest. It kind of reminds me of, it's almost like maybe she's reading like a romance novel, because when you think about like when you touch your chest or like when you're expressing something, right, that you kind of will naturally do this. And so the way she's kind of looked down and she's curled up and sort of like has her hand, it's like, she might be resonating with something that's very romantic or emotional or just making her feel something, right? And so what's interesting about this being reversed is it could be somebody who was in that energy before and they're kind of coming out of it. So I'm not really sure what that means yet, but let's see here. We've got this 7 of Hearts. So this is a Cups here situation. So this is 7 of Cups. It looks like it's reversed, because it would have been like this if it was upright, and I picked it up like this. So 7 of Cups, I do like that this is sort of, that uses like the traditional cards here. So we've got like spades and hearts, and you know, so I think that's really cool that this deck has that. But anyway, 7 of Cups reverse would be like maybe set on one option, maybe feeling like you are decisive about something. And the Hanged Man is usually like a pause and surrender, or like a lack of movement. It's like a contemplation, or a somebody being really like settled into the present moment and trying to reach some sort of recognition, or like, because it's kind of can represent enlightenment too, like someone taking that time to surrender and pause to come into like a form of enlightenment, because there's that halo around the head in the original depiction. And so it's like somebody here perhaps has been thinking about somebody in particular, just with how we see that imagery in the Hanged Man card. Somebody, perhaps a feminine, thinking of somebody else, kind of feeling originally sort of stagnated by it, but now no longer stagnated by it, and kind of realizing like, this is my person, this is the one. And I get that from the impression of the 7 of Cups being reversed, because 7 of Cups upright is like a lot of options, possibilities, you know, it can go a lot of different ways. It's sort of like the Wheel of Fortune in my mind, kind of in a sense, where it's like the possibilities are endless. There's like unlimited potential. And it's like, okay, the potential is maybe one thing. So let's get a little bit more. Tell me more about this one thing, this thing that somebody's no longer feeling like they... Okay, the Hermit reversed. Yeah, so again, that contemplation card of somebody really having to sit and think about what their decision's going to be, what they're going to move towards. They're out of that period of having to think about it and weigh it anymore. And we've got a King of Hearts here. So this is like a King of Cups. Somebody's wanting to offer, very handsome, by the way. Somebody is wanting to offer their emotional, they're ready. They're ready to come forward as a king and to completely be, you know, maybe towards this beautiful girl here. I mean, they look like a pretty cute couple, don't they? So tell me about this King of Cups who's looking to now come forward and offer something. Who is he offering? Who's he wanting to offer to? Tell me more about the counterpart in this situation. We got 2 on the floor, of course. Oh, we got another one. Okay. We have the Empress. It's very interesting how they choose to do these cards, because the King of Hearts here, this King of Cups, doesn't have any like verbiage on him. So I thought this was going to be like the Queen of, you know, Wands or something. I think clubs is wands. But it says the Empress at the top. So this is the Empress. So wow, this is a very, it actually, I guess it looks like her too, right? Okay, so we've got a King of Cups who's looking to move towards an Empress. And then we have a, I believe diamonds must be wands then. 7 of Wands reversed. So that's sort of like a struggle being released here. There's some sort of, okay, let me go ahead and pick up these 2 that fell on the ground. 2 of Hearts, 2 of Cups. Oh, it looks reversed though. And 7 of, oh goodness. I might have to pause this reading just to confirm like what clubs and spades are. We know hearts are cups. That makes a lot of sense, right? But I need to get clarification on the pentacles, you know, wands and all that stuff. So give me just a moment. I'm going to splice this. Yes, clubs is wands. All right. Diamonds is coins. That makes a lot of sense. Hearts, of course, is cups, and spades is swords. So nothing really changes in how we've depicted this reading so far, other than, so this is 7 of clubs. So this is 7 of wands. Definitely a battle, a struggle of some type, especially in regards to this being the 2 of Cups reversed. So she may have kind of been isolating herself just in just this imagery that had come forth before. She's an Empress, so she's extremely independent. She's empowered on her own. She's fine with her animals and the aspects of her life that give her fulfillment, like maybe reading her books or being in whatever environment she's comfortable with. But he's finally decided, like, you're it for me. This is what I want. You're an Empress. I want you. This was something I felt like I really couldn't move towards before with that 2 of Cups reversed, but I'm done waiting. I'm done hanging around. I've decided. I know what I want. My heart is open. We know she's an Empress, which is awesome. That makes sense why she's very appealing. I mean, in her imagery, she's very beautiful. So how does she feel about this King of Cups? Does she reciprocate? I mean, we know she's independent. We know she's fine on her own, but how does she feel? Oh, we have a King of Diamonds reversed. So a King of Pentacles reversed. How does she feel? She either feels that he can't offer her something, perhaps financially or stability wise. Maybe he's only able to offer emotion and not any financial stability, but this is an Empress. So I don't think that that's the storyline we have here. Take it if it resonates, but what I'm really getting potentially with the King of Pentacles being reversed is that there may be another option for her that she's interested in, but it's not coming forth at the same rate or interest level as this King of Cups. Oh. We have the Jack, which I guess would be the Page of Cups. He may be perhaps the one that she's interested in, that King of Pentacles reversed. He may be interested in a alternative feminine with that Page Cup energy kind of coming through here. Judgment reversed. And this is an imagery of a woman kind of feeling like heartbroken, betrayed, or sort of like having to run off to her room. So what I'm getting with that, and it is reversed, this is back and forth energy is what I'm getting here. This is a almost like a little, we don't have 3 of Cups coming through, but I would not be shocked at all. 10 of Diamonds, 10 of Pentacles. This is reversed though. We have 2 10s here. We don't have 10 of Swords, but this was not a betrayal. I don't think these people ever got together in a romantic relationship, but the love was there. And so this is a back and forth energy of both parties. I think the Queen or the Empress and the King both being distracted by other parties, other people, having this love for each other this whole time and just completely not addressing it, and somehow still kind of getting heartbroken and butthurt about these people dating other people or being interested in other people. And but it's kind of their own fault because neither one of them she's got her nose in her book, focused on what she's doing. He's, you know, being a hanged man, you know, he's not moving forward. This is past energy. He's coming up as a King of Cups upright, wanting to address this because, you know, the 7 of Cups and all that was reversed. Like, he's like, okay, I don't have these options maybe anymore. Why are they not coming toward each other if they both love each other and there's something there? Why not just come towards each other and quit denying it? What's that about? What's that about? There it is, the 3 of Clubs. 3 of Wands. This is actually very interesting. I guess it's reversed as well. We've got like a violin or viola. We've got a harp. Oh, gorgeous. And I'm actually not sure what that other instrument is called. Please drop it in the comments if you know what this instrument is. I don't know what that's called. Learn something new every day. So if you know what it is, please tell me. 3 of Clubs, 3 of Wands. And then again with this 10 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, not 10 of Pentacles. It's a Judgment card. I'm sorry. So the Judgment card came out again. It's definitely throwing me off having these letters and these numbers and symbols with an actual major arcana, because the major arcana doesn't have, it has Roman numerals, but it's not like, so it's throwing me off a little bit. I apologize. I never look at these decks before I buy them, so I kind of have to, I discover them as I do the reading with you guys, because I don't edit these. I don't, you know, I only have to splice something because I drop a card or make it, you know, something sloppy happens. But these are completely on the whim and I just do them as they come to me. And so with this Judgment coming out and we have this 3 of Wands, the 3 of Wands is that imagery of that man, like looking off in the distance. He's got like he's like got his staff with him and he's looking off, his back is turned. And it's funny that there's music here. It's like his back is turned to the music of this connection. And she's looking over her shoulder. She's running away as she's like looking over her shoulder. Judgment. Maybe she's a singer. Maybe I don't think he would judge her for her singing or anything like that. Why is his back turned in tandem with Judgment and there being music? What is that? What is that? No way. King of Cups reversed now. Whoa, this is like getting to the heart of something very deep and interesting. 8 of Hearts. 8 of Cups. We all have our best guides within us if only we would listen. Oh, but again, it says the moon at the top. It throws me off with these 8s and the heart. This is the moon, okay? Judgment and the moon. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I'm getting. I'm going to just tell you what I'm getting. It's very unique and very specific. So I don't know, this may not speak to you at all, but hopefully if there's someone listening to this, this may resonate for them because this is so specific. I'm like, okay, I guess I just have to say it. This feminine energy, this Empress, may be a singer or something musical about her. And She's expressed herself in this way. And this king has almost had like a judgment for her about it. But it's not because she's not a good singer or she's not a good musician or whatever this artistic thing. It doesn't have to be music. I just have the music imagery here, so that's why I'm rolling with it, right? It's just the judgment came out twice, so I have to talk about it. So and he was upright before, now he's reversed. So this, and the moon is illusion, right? So it's almost like I don't know if he's a musician too or a singer, but it's almost like he is being triggered by her ability or her openness to expressing herself in whatever her unique creative way is, whether it's music or whatever. He sees her expressing and it's triggering him. It's because he's not doing it for himself. And so that's what that moon is. That's what that illusion card is. We all have our best guides within us if only we would listen. So there's a part of him that almost feels like he needs to give his gift, or he needs to sing, or, you know, even if it's metaphorically, he needs to sing his song. He needs to speak his truth. He needs to, and by her doing that, it's almost like he rejects her in a way because he's rejecting himself. She's triggering him. That's what it is. It's a trigger. He sees it in her. It triggers him because he's not doing it for himself. Whoa. Tell me more about his gift or whatever it is that he's suppressing. Is it music related too? Like, what is it? What is his truth that he's not speaking, that he's triggered by her being her truthful self? What's his deal? I've got to quit dropping these on the ground. Okay, we have, oh my gosh, okay, so the 7 of Clubs. This is 7 of Wands again. We're getting a lot of repeat cards, and I'm shuffling this all the way through. And I shuffled it all the way in the beginning too, so 7 of Wands is it's a conflict card. And in the traditional Rider-Waite depiction, there's a guy who's holding like a wand, and he's having to kind of beat back this opposition in front of him. There's like 6 other wands like coming up at him, and he's having to kind of be like, back off. So this King of Cups could actually, and it's funny because it's that 7 of Wands too, and then we had the 7 of Cups reverse come out earlier, which was that options card. So he's literally beating back other options. There's people that are interested in him. There's people that are like, I want a King of Cups. Like, hell yeah. But he's like, no, go away. I'm focused on one. Go away. And I said, but I was asking, I was like, what is his truth that he's holding back? Or I think he must like the attention. How is he dealing with this other attention, these external people that are interested in him? How is that making him feel? It's like he doesn't want it, but he does want it, or like it's almost, maybe I'm getting that it's hurting him. So the fact that he can't have her and he's beating back these other options, it's not that he's wanting the other options. Like, it's, you know, obviously an ego boost and it's kind of cool and all that, but it's like, I don't want them. And it's almost frustrating to me that I don't want them. Oh my gosh, that's what it is. It's frustrating to me that I don't want them and I only want you. Because it's not like they're probably good options. They're probably great options. Like I said before, there was that Page of Cups coming through before, and she was cute. She was cute. She's not an empress, though. She's not even close to an empress. She's cute, but she's not even close to an empress. And so it's like, he's frustrated and had being judgment around himself of like, I have all these options. I'm turning them all down, feeling like an idiot. Like, why am I turning these other options down? I mean, I know I only want this empress, but like, wow. I just have more questions about the empress. Like, because she was dealing with like a King of Pentacles reversed. Oh, that flew out. Magician reversed. And it's kind of got like a king energy associated with it, which is interesting. Magician reversed. Why is the Magician reversed? I need a little clarity on that. Why is the Magician reversed? The Magician is reversed because the Two of Clubs. Oh my gosh, look at... Oh, you can't make this stuff up, guys. Oh my gosh. This is that Judgment card. This is that same imagery. Look at her holding the hand of this guy. Look at like their expressions on their faces too. This is not like the Two of Wands in the Rider-Waite Tarot, because the Two of Wands is a guy holding the world in his hand, and he's kind of looking off a little bit and kind of like, okay, like what decision or what venture am I going to go down here, you know? But he's holding her hand and he's looking at her, and there's almost like this pain, and she's kind of turned. This is so frustrating because there is such an attention and a love and a I can't let you go, I want you. They're both interested, but they're kind of still simultaneously turned from each other. They're not, oh my gosh. What? This is so frustrating to me because, so is it just because they're not awakened, they're not healed enough and awakened enough to be able to address this connection? Let me look at this Magician reversed. So again, this is a feminine imagery like that Hanged Man reversed was. And this is her looking down. It's like almost very similar to that with her like reading a book. She was in that yellow dress too. She's looking down. She's focused on her work. She's manifesting her own thing, but not alongside him. She's looking at him. She's always turned and looking at him, but it's never fully facing. She's always turning partially to look at him, but she's never fully attentive and facing him. And that's why he's so frustrated. Why is she doing that? Why is she doing that? Three of Swords. But it says reversed. So it's exactly what I said earlier. She's healing. She's healing. She's healing from heartbreak. She's healing from perhaps judgment. Healing from an unworthiness. She may not feel worthy of the King of Cups, even though she's an Empress. There may be an aspect of her that doesn't feel ready or worthy. I just looked at the time. It was 15:55. Fives can symbolize change. And change, she's going through change. She's going through a spiritual awakening, an emotional process, an emotional development, an acceptance, a time of acceptance. And I don't think she's realized how much she's really healed and come to terms with a lot of things, because she's an Empress. This is not somebody in a broken energy. This Three of Swords is reversed. What's the timeline for these two? This is a very interesting story. I like this one. What's the timeline? Like, how much more healing does she think she needs to do to be ready for this King of Cups? Because he's thoroughly frustrated with the fact that he's having to beat down these other options, because he's like, oh, I only want her. But there's a part of him that feels like he can't have her. Hanged Man, I just split the deck to shuffle it. Because this is what she's doing, okay? And that Magician imagery I just showed you too, this is what she's doing. And it's driving him nuts. I mean, it's beautiful because she's focused on what she wants, and she's focused on her life, and that's stable and beautiful. I just split the deck again, shuffling. This is Six of Diamonds. This is Six of Pentacles. This is like walking side by side. This is what he wants. He wants to walk by her side, but she's never fully facing him. What came out here? The Lovers. And that's just what came out too. That was the same. Yeah. Now it's at the bottom of the deck. I literally, this is synchronistic AF. Okay, this, I don't know who this is for, but this is resonating for somebody, okay? These sixes. And I just looked at the time, it was 1757. And so it's like, I saw the 555, we got the 66, the 77. This is such like a gradual, slow process, but so beautiful because there's just this love. There's so much love there. I asked like outcome. I guess they're going to be together with the lovers. I didn't get a timeline. These two are silly. They're cute though. I love that she's so focused on herself. I do love that for her. I think that's fantastic. You should be. Okay, I'm busting out the new oracle now. I'm just shuffling a little bit. I just want to see, I guess, like final messages, final themes, final summarizing points for this dynamic. Okay, we got one. This is a message to her. It says, I'm always enough. It says lighthouse. Don't doubt your worth. You're good enough for the King of Cups. He's only got eyes for you. He only wants you. So you need to see that it's like she's got her back turned. And all this imagery, she's either looking down or partially turned, or now she's got her back turned. Turn around and face him. Clover. Release your guilt. Oh, wow. Definitely something with worthiness here. She may have made decisions in the past that she wasn't proud of. I mean, we all make decisions that we're not proud of. We all, and it's funny, 2021. Remember how it was, something big could have happened in 2021, by the way. But yeah, remember I was saying before, like 5, 6, 7, and then like the time turned to 8, and I just looked at it and it was 19 something, and then just switched to 2021. Okay. God, the synchronicities in this reading are just absolutely ridiculous. This is totally speaking to someone. This is just progressing so beautifully here. Don't doubt your worth. Release your guilt. You are always enough. You're worthy of this King of Cups. You're an Empress, okay? You're good enough. You're good enough. He wants you. He wants only you. And it's like almost so frustrating to him that he wants only you because others want him. And he's like, well, I don't want them. I want my Empress. Any messages of encouragement for that frustrated King of Cups? And because there's a part of him that feels disempowered too. Because remember he came out reverse and he was almost like triggered by like her being an Empress, almost like her being able to express herself fully in different ways. She's not, he's like, it's almost like, how can you express yourself so confidently and fully in what you do and what your talents are and your gifts, but you won't turn and express yourself to me? Wow. What can we say to him? What's a message for him? This is a message for her, right? So what's a message for him? What's a message for that King of Cups that just wants his Empress to face him? What can we tell him for encouragement? What does he need to hear? Just a message, please, Spirit. Thank you. Raindrops. Take a chance on them. Take a chance. He's waiting for her to turn towards him. But there was no indication in this whole reading that he was ready to say anything to her. There was no Ace of Swords. There was no aces in this whole reading. Wow, that's really interesting. There was no sign that this is going to be communicated from his end either. This is just something he's feeling. He's not saying anything. So he's frustrated by her not turning towards him, and this is take a chance on her. Maybe you need to initiate. Maybe you need to say something to her. Straightforward, clear as day. Because she's going to keep focusing on herself and be turned from you and looking at you and always kind of like over her shoulder like, like, I want to see him, I want to know what he's doing, but like, how, it's not, she's empowered on her own, so she doesn't need to feel like she needs to come crawling to you and, oh, I need you, I want you, oh baby, oh baby. I want you, I need you, oh baby, oh baby. That's the line from 10 Things I Hate About You. She might need you to take a chance on her. Look at me holding my chest here, like we were talking about in that imagery. This is like me, like, I'm feeling this deeply here, okay? She needs you to come forward and say something more directly to her. Yeah, we needed an Ace of Swords in this. And so this is clearly, he's holding this to his chest too. But he's ready to come forward with it, I think. He's accepted that he doesn't want anyone else. And she's just kind of looking back and kind of waiting, focused on what she needs to do, because she's an empress and she's empowered. So she's focusing on herself and what she needs to do until he's ready to make something clearer to her, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, Taurus. That was very specific, so I'm not sure if this is going to resonate for a lot of people, but if it did, please drop in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you liked about it. And I'm just going to go ahead and roll right on into the next reading. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, and we'll see you next time.